West Iowa, with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial, with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com today.
For over 30 years, Pella Corporation has proudly supported the communities and neighborhoods they call home. As one of the largest employers in the area, they believe in investing in their community, creating opportunities, and shaping a brighter future for all. Visit www.careers.pella.com to explore exciting possibilities and see what job opportunities could await you. Again, www.careers.pella.com.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
And the second baseman, number 3, Marcus Knight.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
Welcome into Shenandoah, Harry Sparger Field. We got a baseball game tonight between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Shenandoah Mustangs. TJ Young alongside the coach, Jay Soderberg, and, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Marvin, stats guy. We're all here bringing the game to you. It's going to be, like I said, Shenandoah versus Bedford. Shenandoah coming off of a run rule game last night against Fremont Mills, trying to keep the good times rolling.
Absolutely. The bats were hot last night for the Mustangs, and they're looking to keep that going tonight. Both teams kind of have a similar record. Should be a very competitive game here tonight. Wind is blowing a little bit out tonight. Not quite the gust that we got last night, but hopefully the offense stays hot here for the Mustangs. Cameron puts a good performance on the mound.
So the starting lineup for the visitors, the Bedford Bulldogs, leading off and playing right field, Ashton Nally batting second, catching Graham Godsey third, playing center field, Silas Walston batting fourth, playing third, Brody King fifth, playing left field, Isaac Dukes batting sixth, playing first base, Tim Rogers batting seventh, pitching Cal Peterman, batting eighth, playing shortstop, Peyton Krebs, and batting ninth, playing second base, Marcus Knighton. And that's the starting lineup and around the horn presented by Doug Meyer Chevrolet, because we can.
Yeah, and in left field tonight, we've got Seth Zwickel, center field, Camden Lorimer. Out in right field will be Dalton Athan. Third base, Logan Twyman. Jade Spangler at shortstop. Cole Scammon at second. Gage Heron at first. Behind the plate is Hunter Dukes. And on the mound we mentioned earlier is Eli Cameron.
I feel like nobody heard that, but I hopefully fixed it. We are underway. Ashton Nally leading things off for the Bulldogs. First pitch, old 58-footer. Didn't quite make it there from Eli Cameron. Nally, sophomore, 320 batting average, 7 singles and a triple on the year. 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, so pretty good strikeout walk ratio. And that second pitch in for strike one.
Yeah, nice job there by Cameron, finding the zone early. It's where we got to live all season long. Got to throw a lot of strikes, let that defense work behind you.
1-1 offering, misses upstairs. Nally was tempted on the high cheddar, but he laid off.
Yep, just got to close that shade a little bit. Pull the shade down.
2-1, misses inside. So
a little wrapped up in my cord here.
3 balls and 1 strike. We about had a catastrophe, 3 pitches in.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I said the cord's was attached to me there, so I'm back.
(3-1) from Cameron, and that is in for strike number 2. So we are full. The first batter of the game.
Yeah, going to get an action pitch here early.
And Cameron on the year, for those of you scoring at home, because we know you are, 2-0 on the year, 2 starts, 1.91 ERA so far. So he's done a really good job first 2 starts. And that full count offering is lined in the left field for a leadoff single for Nally. And the Bulldogs have something going here. Really good at bat by Nally. Work the count, gets on base with a hard hit ball.
Yeah, great job by the leadoff hitter there. Of seeing a lot of pitches and then barreling one up out into left field. Zwickle makes a good play, gets it back in. But now Bedford's got their leadoff hitter on, looking to see if we'll have a little action on the base paths.
That brings up Graham Godsey. Godsey, the catcher tonight for the Bulldogs. Takes first pitch and chops it right our way, but it was a little too low. So it's 0-1. Godsey,
just a little bit ahead of that
Godsey,
one.
a 300 hitter right on the button so far through 10 games for the Bulldogs this year. So pretty good number 2 hitter for the Bulldogs.
Yep, absolutely.
0-1 offering. That's in for strike. Just kidding. Yes, it is. Sorry, I can't hear him. He's a silent assassin back there. It's not like the one guy.
Doesn't bellow out for us.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we need that guy.
We love that guy. Nobody knows what we're talking about. 0-2 offering, the bender that stayed up. The cement mixer stays upstairs, so 1 ball and 2 strikes to Godsey.
Yeah, and Cameron's been a little bit high, a little bit early here, so just got to follow through on those pitches, bring him down just a little bit.
Nally still leading off a first base. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Godsey. And that's fastball up and in. So we are now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So far, Bedford, just 2 batters into the ball game, seeing deep counts and making Eli Cameron work to get some outs.
And it's a little bit opposite of the softball game last night where we had very quick innings multiple times. They've already seen 10-plus pitches here.
2-2 offering on the way to Godsey, and that's upstairs. So full. And like you'd mentioned, Coach, that's about the 3rd or 4th fastball that's missed up. He threw his bender that missed up. Just kind of that release point, or maybe just not getting strided out far enough. I'm not a pitching coach.
Yeah, no, I was going to say you can maybe adjust the stride length there a little bit and just maybe the release point. So got to find that early.
So we got a full count offering again to the 2nd consecutive batter leading off the game. And that full count offering is fouled straight back, so we'll do it again. Godsey having a wonderful, wonderful at-bat, just like Nally, the batter before. Walk away! 3-2 offering one more time is swung on and missed. Good strikeout, but if I'm Godsey, I'm expecting to get a lot of high fives and handshakes coming back into the dugout. He struck out, but he saw a lot of pitches, made Cameron work to get him out.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, out of your top 2 hitters, if you can see a combined 13, 14 pitches every inning, I said that's really going to add up Cameron's pitch count quickly.
So now Silas Walston steps in, the senior, playing center field tonight, takes upstairs, ball 1. Walston, 321 hitter on the year, 486 on base. So 8 walks to go along with his 9 hits. So he gets on base quite a bit out of the 3-hole for the Bulldogs. 1-0 to Walston. That's going to be right off of the end of the bat. It'll work out as a fielder's choice. A little bit out in front of that one. Was
yeah, just a little bit, and trying to do a little bit too much with that pitch. But Cameron will take that, an easy ground out, and he'll take the 1-3 put out anytime you can. But now Bedford's got a runner in scoring position, but 2 outs now. It'd be big here if Cameron can get out of this inning unscathed.
So now Brody King steps in, the junior, 303 hitter, 4 extra base hits on the year, 8 stakes. Stakes are RBIs. First pitch is just off the plate. Ball 1. I gotta wait because it's hard to He doesn't, no emotion. No emotion there.
No, you have to be paying attention to the umpire tonight.
And that 1-0 misses downstairs. So 2-0 to Brody King, third baseman tonight for the Bulldogs.
He must be one of those introverts that's also extroverted. You know, he is an umpire, but just very quiet about everything that he does. Doesn't want a lot of attention.
Two-0 offering to King. That misses upstairs. So quick 3-0 count to the number 4 hole hitter for the Bulldogs. Chance to get 2 on here with 2 out in the top of the first.
Yeah, definitely more pitches than Cameron has wanted to throw in this first inning. He's been to 3 ball counts now 3 times.
And that 3-0 was not close, so it's going to be a 4-pitch walk, and that will put runners at first and second for Isaac Dukes. Dukes, the left fielder tonight for the Bulldogs. The senior is a .241 hitter so far on the year. Has 8 RBI, 11 walks to go along with his 5 hits on the year. And a little visit on the mound from Hunter Dukes. Probably saying, hey, I know how to pitch this kid.
I know the last name. Now, is there any relation here between these two Dukeses?
I think so.
Is there? Okay.
I believe so.
We'll see if there's any interaction between them here.
I don't know that for a fact, but I think so. So we are 2 outs. Nally at second base, first pitch for a ball. Nally at second. King at first. Dukes in the box. And it's a 1-0 count. Chance to drive in the first run of the game here for Isaac Dukes. .1-0 pitch. That misses low and outside. Snap throw to first is well off the line and high.
Nice play by Heron there to probably saves a run, maybe.
Probably saved a run there.
As I said, that thing's going to skip way into right field. So
if you haven't been out here to Harry Sparger Field in a while, wide foul areas.
There's a lot of foul. Yep, a lot of foul room all the way around, behind the plate, down both lines. A lot of foul territory to cover.
So Cameron down in the count, 6 straight balls for Eli Cameron here in his last 2 batters, and he gets in the zone now, found it again, so now 2-1. Good job of coming back there.
Yeah, and he's got to help himself out here. It's been a long inning, a now stress-filled inning, but a lot of pitches outside the zone so far for Cameron.
And that 2-1 misses, so it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Dukes, the left fielder for the Bulldogs.
And this could be one of those, pitches you don't want to lay it in there because he's probably looking for that fastball to drive something, but you got to find the zone. Don't want to load up the bases.
3-1 offering. That is popped up in foul territory on the first base side. Again, a lot of room there, and nice basket catch over the shoulder by Gage Heron to end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the first. No damage done by the Bulldogs. Nothing. Mustangs coming back.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
We're back here in Shenandoah, Harry Sparger Field. And Shenandoah set to be taking their first swings of the night, and the batting order tonight for Shenandoah. Coach?
Yeah, tonight we've got our DH leading off, Tyler Babe, coming off a home run last night. Hitting second is Jade Spangler and playing shortstop. Hunter Dukes is doing the catching. Hitting fourth will be Cameron Lorimer, the center fielder. Dalton Nathan hitting fifth and right. Cole Scammon sixth, playing second. Gage Heron will be batting seventh. Joey O'Rourke is batting eighth and playing third base. And Seth Zwickel is in left field tonight.
Just so everybody knows, he read my handwriting right there. He did it.
He did it. He finally did it. It was nice penmanship. I appreciate it.
Was it? You sure? I don't know. I disagree. Oh, well then I was given the wrong lineup then. So it's Twyman at third. So Twyman will be batting in the 8th spot, not Joy O'Rourke. Apologies to the entire Twyman family. That's Marvin's fault.
Yeah, it's all right.
Marvin gave me the wrong lineup. You know, Marvin, it's a good thing you got nominated for that award before that happened.
Yeah, you know, mistakes like that take those nominations right away from you.
I agree, but we still love him. He's a fan favorite.
The amount of support that he gets from the fans is truly impressive. People want to meet him. They want pictures taken with him. Pretty soon I think we might have Circle Me Marvin signs out here.
He goes into the grocery store on a Sunday, and it's pictures all the time. Shaking hands, kissing babies. First pitch to Tyler Babe from Cal Peterman.
Could he run for president in 2024? Is he that popular?
I don't know if he has the credentials to do it, but I guess he could.
Okay, all right.
He's a legal American citizen, so
yeah,
I suppose he could. And a 0-1 pitch is swung wildly at and missed. And Babe, as we mentioned, did hit the home run last night. 303 batting average on the year in the leadoff spot. I'd say one maybe thing he wants to kind of take away, 7 Ks out of the leadoff spot. We want to try to cut that down through 11 games. 0-2 is downstairs, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. One thing I was just kind of looking at the stats, 72 innings played offensively this year for Shenandoah, 75 Ks. So the strikeouts per inning, as there's another one right there, the swing and miss sometimes can get these Mustangs in trouble, as that's out number 1. You definitely want to be less than 1 an inning, and you're kind of right at that.
Yeah.
It just kind of it's kind of a rally killer sometimes.
Yeah, and maybe Coach Roberts is really leaning into the analytics, where he's looking long ball and strikeout. We'll have to ask him if we get a chance.
Well, we got 2, and they came like 4 batters apart.
I think they were back to back last night.
Were they back to back? Jade Spangler steps in. He squared to bunt, pulled back.
So there was 1 batter in between.
Gotcha. So Spangler, thanks Marvin, good job. Marvin was here watching. So Spangler, 333 hitter on the year, 2 doubles and a triple, 6 RBI. Takes a healthy hack and swings and misses down, or even in the count, 1-1.
Yeah, in a good spot there. Stays low in the zone, a little breaking stuff maybe.
And that one misses outside.
Yeah, big spot here for Spangler. Try to be that second leadoff. You got 1 out, but you had a long inning there for Cameron. See if you can get him a little rest here, get a couple base runners, get him a little extra.
2-1 offering is swung on and missed, and one had a little wrinkle on it there, so 2-2.
You could kind of see the hesitation, and then all of a sudden they try to make up for that one by Jade.
Yeah, when the weight gets out on the front foot too soon, that's never good. 2-2 offering, that's going to be popped up into medium deep right field, a little shallower than I thought, but Nally comes in and makes the play. Out number 2 and a quick bottom half of the first to this point.
Yeah, nice play out there. The wind can be a little tricky at times, but did a nice job. Came in a long ways to get that one and made a nice play.
That brings up Hunter Dukes, the other of the Mustangs who homered last night. He's a 375 hitter on the year. 4 strikeouts, 0 walks through 11 games this season. So he's going to be swinging.
Yeah, and
put it that way.
That's just it. He's a good hitter. He's definitely one of those guys you want to have up with people on base. But now he's got to start a little rally here himself.
Well, the wind is blowing straight, essentially, out to left field as the 1-0 pitch misses down. So if we can go oppo here, a little opposite field power into the right off the Legacy sign or the Brown Shoe Fit sign or the KMA Land sign. That's about the right area you want.
Yeah, get in that wind channel up there.
2-0 offering. That's going to be in for strike 1.
We don't quite have the jet stream that we did last night, just lifting from the north. A little warmer out here tonight, too.
And I did. We'll get into this here in a minute. I don't want to start a story with 2 outs. 2 balls, 1 strike, and that's going to be chopped to second base. Scooped on 2 hops. Throw to first in time. Easy 1-2-3 inning for the Bulldogs. We go to the second inning. Still scoreless.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Shenandoah Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the second set to go. For the Bulldogs, it's going to be 6, 7, and 8. Rogers, Peterman, and Krebs. A nothing ball game here. A lot of pitching and defense, and so far, not a lot of offense. But what I was going to tell you before we went to break is I did talk with Coach Burdorf last night about the wind, because I had said that typically the wind is blowing out of the south here, so it's blowing out to left field at the softball field, or blowing straight from right field to left field to Harry Sparger Field. And I said, am I wrong? And he said, no, it's almost always that way, but last night it was the opposite. So we were not wrong in the assessment of the wind, how it was coming in at our faces last night from basically left field at softball field straight in at us. The opposite, essentially, that it normally is. Coming out of the north.
It was a flipped wind.
Long story for just the wind shifted. Got to fill time.
Got to fill airtime out here. People didn't necessarily love our jam jokes the last time, so we're just trying to be.
They all loved it.
Do our best. What was that? Can't think of something. Flowers. Who's the old weather guy?
Jim Flowers.
Jim Flowers. Do our best. Jim Flowers up here. Our rusty lowered, whatever station you listen to.
First pitch popped up and foul out of play and nearly caught by Eli Cameron's father. That would have been probably just an out. Probably would have counted that.
See, if we were at the Savannah Bananas game, if the fans do catch it, it is an out. So we might have to incorporate that here a little bit.
That's a fun rule. It makes games go faster.
Oh, yeah.
0-1 swung on and missed by Rogers. So for Cameron, little struggle with the command in the first inning. First two pitches to Rogers, foul off, and a strike. So he's right in there here to start second.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. Now he's ahead 0-2 in the count. Got to get one more, maybe nibble on a corner here, see if he can get a
0-2, the bender just staying up. It's not staying on top of the curveball. Not that. Anyways, it's 1-2.
Yep, you got to finish the pitch on that one. You got to finish the wrist.
And a little too much spin on that one. So somewhere in between.
Yep, a little overcorrection there, trying to,
Sometimes those 58-foot breakers are great.
So now he's thrown it twice in a row.
Twice as foolish, 3 times as genius.
Okay, all right, here we go. We'll see.
Do it again, or some high cheese, right? But he's missed pretty bad. So he's missed pretty bad. So you throw the fastball. If you miss bad twice, the hitter's basically taking it out of their mind.
Yeah.
Right. So he's just sitting fastball anyways until you prove you can get that over.
Yep. Definitely a good point there. And Cameron takes just an extra second here. Maybe a little angry with himself after 3 in a row and kind of into the dirt.
Yeah, 0-2 to Rogers, now to 3-2. So we'll do that payoff pitch, and that swung on and missed. So good job by Cameron to battle back after getting back even in the count. And one away for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, nice job there, coming back to the fastball, hitting the spot that he wanted and getting the strikeout.
I think that's going to be kind of big tonight, is getting that secondary pitch over. Hopefully he can find that as the game goes on. As Cal Peterman steps in, he hits a nubber out to shortstop. Little lawn dart caught right there by Spangler.
And that's exactly what Cameron needed there, is a one-pitch, very easy out. And he could use a couple of those. He's thrown a lot of pitches to get 5 outs so far in this game.
So now Peyton Krebs steps in, shortstop for the Bulldogs. First pitch is popped up into shallow center field. Lormer says, got it, can of corn, no need for 2 hands. That'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless in Shenandoah.
I would recommend anyone looking for employment to come here just due to the fact that we offer a warm environment. The difference in departments that the CMHI and CUSO also offer give you a wide variety of job opportunities.
Some of the benefits I appreciate are the IPERS and the paid time off.
Dental, health, vision insurance.
I would recommend that you consider a career here because of the team atmosphere.
Because you can make a difference in people's lives, and you can make a difference in the world.
Jim Hughes Real Estate has been a family-owned business since 1973, serving Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska. Our experienced sales staff is eager to work for you. We look forward to offering you the best in personal service to meet all of your real estate needs, including residential, commercial, land, new construction, and auction services. Visit our website at jimhughesrealestate.com. Our website is updated daily. That's jimhughesrealestate.com.
We are back here in Shenandoah, bottom of the second, about to begin here on Harry Sparger Field. 0-0. The score in the baseball game, in the softball game, bottom of the second as well. Shenandoah has the slimmest of leads over there, 1-0. So it's going to be for Shenandoah 4-5-6. The Lormer, Athan, and Scammon.
Yeah. Oh, Shenandoah's got a chance here. Didn't do a lot in the bottom half of the first. Now see a few pitches, see if they can get a couple base runners.
Maybe not with this part of the lineup, but if I would like to see kind of somewhat similar to what the softball team does.
Lengthen it out just a little bit.
A little bit of small ball here every now and again. You got this grass infield that sometimes plays fits on people as Lormer takes first pitch upstairs. And again, not maybe with this part of the lineup, the 4-5-6, but as the game goes, don't be afraid to lay one down, use your speed. We got a lot of speed on this Mustang team. That 1-0 misses downstairs, 2-0.
And that, if you definitely notice the third baseman's playing way back, kind of take a peek down there, and you've got good speed. Same thing with the first baseman. You can kind of lay one down here if you want to.
2-0 to Lormer. And Lormer takes strike one. So good job by Peterman to get in the count. Lormer on the season to this point, 242 hitters, 7 singles, has a double, 5 RBI. And he'll take, so it's 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, nice job there by Camden. Now you can lock in on one pitch, try to drive something into the outfield here.
3-1 offering from Peterman. That's swung on and missed. Healthy swing there.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you want. 3-1. If you're going to take a swing, you're going to try to hit all of it. Got a little behind on that one, but now he's got to shorten up, try to put something in play.
3-1 or 3-2. That's going to be pop foul, nearly hitting the pole, maybe hitting a truck, just missing a truck.
Ooh, just over.
That would have been an avalanche of a hit.
It would have been that. That Chevy Avalanche was in danger.
Just missed it. Payoff pitch one more time to Lormer, and that's fouled off. That's going to hit a car. No, it didn't hit a car. I can't see it back there.
No, it didn't take a big hop, so.
I didn't hear a thud.
No.
But if it does, if a vehicle does get hit tonight, just give us a call at Doug Myers Chevrolet. Ask for Chris Phillips. He's our body shop manager. He does a great job. Payoff pitch one more time. Popped up, but this time it's going towards the softball field. Watch yourselves. Everybody's okay. We'll do it again. Good job by Lormer to keep this full count going.
Yeah, and he's done a good job battling here, seeing a few more pitches, driving that pitch count up. But now he's got to try to barrel something up, put it in play.
You just don't want to get caught in swing mode right here, right?
Yep, nope.
So,
don't want to help out.
Do you tease it and see if he does offer? I wouldn't, but you never know. Payout pitch one more time, and good eye by Lormer. Works the walk. 6th walk of the year for Lormer.
Yeah, nice job there by Camden, getting that leadoff man on.
Sometimes that's what it takes. You don't have to hit the 400-foot blast. Just work a walk, have a good count, and now you set the table for your buddies behind you. Dalton Athan can swing the stick as well. Athan squared the bunt, pulled it back. I like that. Athan, 200 hitter on the year, 8 RBI, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks on the year. And he's up in the count, 1-0. And that ball's popped up and rolled foul.
Definitely one of those. We talked a lot about bunting last night, but on that one, Dalton's just kind of get that bat a little bit more square, still a little bit angled, where the bottom of the bat's kind of pointing out the pitcher, not able to get that thing squared and down.
But I'm wanting to push this down the first base side.
Yeah. Drag this one with you.
And not bunting on 1-1. The throw to second base is not in time. Lormer with a pop-up slide gets in with a steal of second base. And now 2-1. Probably take the bunt off, swing freely. Now you got a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, nice job there. Good jump. Good lead there by Lormer altogether. Nice stolen base. It was a good throw as well. Godsey made a good throw down there to second. Just counted a little too quick.
2-1 in for strike 2 and 3. I missed one. So strike 3, and that will be out number 1. Boy, I did a terrible job on that at bat. I thought it was.
I'm trying to recount the pitches there because we had the bunt foul, and maybe the steal was a strike.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, that's what I.
See, he's quiet.
He is.
Brings up Cole Scammon, second baseman for Shenandoah. 304 on the year, 7 strikeouts, 5 walks. And a pass ball, nobody goes. Scammon 6 RBI on the season as well. So he's another one of those guys, like we talked about in the softball game. There was a few girls that really struggled early in the year and really came on. He had a wonderful game in Game 3 of this season, and then it's kind of just stayed solid after that. Really struggled against Lewis Central and came right back with a big game, 5-for-5 night or a 4-for-4 night to kind of keep himself at that 300 mark.
Yeah, and that's what you need out of the kind of middle to lower half of your order is guys getting on base.
1-1 to Scammon, and he swings at one that was outside and just got a piece of it right off the cap of the bat.
There it is.
1 ball, 2
good
strikes.
usage. Good usage. And we're looking for a few more baseballs. We're looking for a few more baseballs here.
We don't call it the button
No,
anymore.
we got that fixed.
That was so 2023.
Yeah, fixed and
we
figured.
don't use that. It's the cap now. No cap. No, yes cap, as the kids would say.
Nope, no.
Oh, boy. Can't take me anywhere. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 goal scams.
See, that's why I realize I'm getting older, because now kids say things and I just like shake my head and I was like, well, I'm sure I was there at one point too. But
line drive to center field. Nice catch in center field by Walston. Hard hit ball, probably hardest hit ball of the night, maybe outside of Nally's single in the first inning.
Yeah, no, and that was a good piece of hitting. Kind of drove that one right back up the middle, but just held up long enough, and a nice play out there by Walston in center.
That's one of those at-bats where you kind of got to tell yourself it's about the process,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, you hit it right at him.
There's another hard hit ball into right center field. Diving play made. Wonderful play by Walston to rob potential extra bases. That'll end the inning. We've played 2 full, still scoreless.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
We're back here in Shenandoah. No, top of the third we go. Oh, crazy things.
We have a good time up here.
It's been a good game, too.
It's a good thing that I'm only back for about 2 days, and then I go again. So,
and then you will be gone, just so everybody knows that the camera work's going to be terrible next week. You will be gone for the Red Oak game on the 11th, but you'll be back on the 12th?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, and could possibly be back on the 11th. I'll let you know.
First pitch is chopped to third, and that's Twyman there at third. And that's going to end up being an infield single for Marcus Knighton. So first hit of the ball game for either side is, second hit of the night for Bedford. And first hit since the first inning, since this man stepped into the box.
Yeah, Nelly barreled it up right at Zwickel out there in the first inning, and you know he's going to be looking to do the same thing here in his second at-bat.
Yeah, saw a lot of pitches too. Saw 6 or 7 pitches, and we'll see if Knighton looks like he had good speed on the infield single. See if they put him in motion.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. You got a good hitter at the plate. He's got good bat control. We'll see. Maybe they put a little hit and run on him. See what they do here.
I'm feeling a straight steal. That 1-0 pitch misses downstairs, so it's 2-0. Well, let's just check the old stats from Marvin for Mr. Knighton. Knighton 4 for 5 on stolen base attempts on the year. Not a ton of attempts, but 80%, so that's a B. It's pretty good.
That is.
And Nally squared to bunt, pulled it back. 3-0.
Yeah, now a tough spot here for Cameron. You got to start bringing strikes early in counts. He's kind of worked himself into jams in the first inning, and now it's looking that way again in the third of just too many pitches outside the zone.
3-0 offering to Nally. That misses well outside, so a walk with nobody out puts runners at first and second for Graham Gotze. Struck out, one of 2 strikeouts for Cameron on the night so far.
Yeah, now.
But when you can't throw the secondary pitch for strikes, at least early, it does kind of cut your legs off.
Yeah, it limits you. You got to get outs with the fastball and hope it comes back later. And defense got to be ready here.
And that first pitch is swung on the outside part of the plate. Gotze tried to pull that one. And this is the part of the order, top of the order. Generally speaking, they're probably pretty good fastball hitters. So you got to expect some contact here. So pitch to the defense like you always say. And, hey, if they get hits, they get hits. But can't give them free bases.
No, and we could use an Adam ball right here, right at somebody. Maybe we can turn 2.
0-1 to Gotze. That's squared at, offered at, and missed. So now 0-2, Gotze already struck out one time, had a really good at-bat, fouled off a bunch of payoff pitches and ended up going down swinging. So he's seen a lot from Cameron, just not a lot of success so far.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't see this being just a 3-pitch at-bat. I see him battling here well.
And a swing and a foul tip and a catch, and the second time that Gotze has gone down on strikes tonight.
And that was a good job by Dukes hanging on to that foul tip to get the out.
So it brings up Silas Walston, hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. And he hits a base hit right in that 5.5 hole. Good job by Zwickel to get the ball in quickly. So station to station. But second hit of the inning, third hit of the ball game, and now bases are loaded for the cleanup hitter, Brody King.
And that was a good piece of hitting, and unfortunately for Bedford, probably hit it a little too well right at somebody, and Zwickel did a really good job fielding it on the hop and getting it right back in. Didn't have the pump fake trying to get that thing in, just came up firing right away. But now Shenandoah in a sticky situation here. They got to get an out.
Looks like corners are in for Shenandoah. The middle infield staying back. First pitch to King is not in there for a strike. Hard to. I gotta wait for the arm movement.
Yeah, there's not a lot of motion.
Not a lot of. Not very vocal, which is okay. To each his own. And that 1-0 pitch misses outside. So now King in a royal driver's seat right now.
Yeah.
Too much? Was that not a good one?
No, I did enjoy it. I did. Takes me a minute just to wrap my brain around some of these things, but Cameron's got to bring a strike here now.
2-0 to King, and he pops one up. Infield fly will be in effect, and there's your Adam ball. It wasn't a hard hit ball, but it's an infield fly, so the batter is out automatically. Base runners can move at their peril or at their will if they choose to. but that's out number 2 and a big out number 2 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, now you can play back just a little bit, just step on a bag, take the easy out here for the Mustangs.
And it brings up Isaac Dukes, who ended the first inning with a foul pop out to Gage Heron on a nice running over the shoulder catch. Shenandoah would like the same to end this one and wiggle out of danger. 1-0 to Dukes, is swung on and missed.
You'd say Cameron's a little bit in a jam here? Would that be the route you'd go?
He's in a jam, but we'll see if he's going to be Lone Star or if he's going to be Dark Helmet, because that's the name of the bad character, and the good character is Lone Star. 1-1 is kind of thumbed out to shallow center field. Nice
great
catch
play
by Scammon to end the inning, and the Bulldogs leave them loaded. We go to the bottom half. Still scoreless.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com today.
For over 30 years, Pella Corporation has proudly supported the communities and neighborhoods they call home. As one of the largest employers in the area, they believe in investing in their community, creating opportunities, and shaping a brighter future for all. Visit www.careers.pella.com to explore exciting possibilities and see what job opportunities could await you. Again, www.careers.pella.com.
We are back, bottom 3, nothing. 3 hits for the Bulldogs, no hits so far, just one base runner for the Mustangs. That was Camden Lormer in the last inning. So it's going to be 8-9 top of the order. And don't adjust your television sets. It is Logan Twyman stepping into the box today, not what Mr. Soderberg said, what I wrote down.
Yeah, I got
what
bad
Marvin
info.
told me. I mean, the chain of events that happened, and it all started.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll throw blame at everybody else except for us.
Yeah, it was clearly Marvin. So Twyman will step in. Got to start tonight at third base. Marvin swears he was told that it was going to be O'Rourke starting at third base. Twyman takes first pitch. That's low, ball 1. So 1-0 to Logan Twyman.
You got a very low sun coming in right now. It's kind of an interesting look, but it's not many times where you get the pitcher kind of squinting and having a hard time seeing home plate as well. So an interesting, I'm assuming this is usually the way the sun shines on this field, but it seems like it's very difficult on everybody out there right now.
I concur. And see, it was so bad that Peterman hits Twyman between the ones. Between the 1 and the 1 on his back.
So I don't know if you can tell at home or not, but I mean, he's got his hand in front of his eyes, even to get the ball back from the catcher. So very unusual.
Are we going through an eclipse? Like, is that what's going on?
I don't
know.
Right this is
because it is as blinding of a sun as I can remember.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Bedford coaches were saying. And I don't know if they asked to put sunglasses on or just wait a minute.
And I completely understand. That snap throw nearly got Twyman at first. Got off a little too far. It's 0-1 to Tyler Babe, to Seth Zwickel, who was squaring to bunt. But, for me, I understand the point of taking a break, because if there's a hot shot right back at you and you can't see,
no,
it's
you can't see, yeah.
So I understand that point.
It's better already. Yeah, and now that the sun has kind of gone down a little bit, it's very interesting. I don't know.
That was just wildly bright.
Yeah, and And it's very few times you see 8, people shielding themselves from the sun.
That 1-1 pitch misses way upstairs, and Peterman hasn't been this wild the entire game to this point.
No.
Hit Twyman and sails one, 7 feet over the head of his catcher. You have to imagine that sun is playing something a part of what's happening right now.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know if they were asking if he could just put sunglasses on. I'm not sure. Now the catcher's going out there. Maybe just buy him a second, take a deep breath.
I don't think it's a bad idea, really. I mean, because the sun's back to being bright again. I mean, you can, if you just kind of look over, not you at home, but if you and I just kind of look over. Marvin, let us know how it is.
Kind of swing this thing as far as I can here.
But it's just very, very bright back there. I guess we forgot what the sun's like over here.
I don't know. This is unique, to say the least.
2-1 offering is chopped foul on a bunt attempt. So 2-2 is the count to Zwickel. You got to imagine the bunt's probably off at a 2-2 count with Twyman at second base. So nobody out, runner in scoring position. So really, Mustangs might get a run here without a hit. Zwickel swings and misses first strike 3 and out number 1. So Peterman dealing with the sun, dealing with the elements, gets the strikeout, but now back to the top of the order and maybe a little more contact coming up here.
Yeah, and one of those spots you want your leadoff hitter in this situation, put the ball in play. Let's avoid the strikeout.
And that is exactly what happened to Tyler Babe the last time he was up. Struck out his first time up, struck out swinging, but he's up in the count here, 1-0. That 1-0 pitch missing inside, so 2-0 to Zwickel.
Now Babe is ahead in this account. 2-0, he's got to lock into one pitch here, find a spot and drive it into the outfield.
2-1, chopped it foul.
And it's one of those, got to keep your head on it, trying not to hit the home run now every single time. Just drive that thing, keep that average coming up and up.
Two-one to Tyler Babe. Logan Twyman at second base. And that pitch is popped up first base side, and that's going to be caught by Tim Rogers, first baseman for the Bulldogs. That'll be out number 2. So a couple of wasted RBI opportunities there with Zwickel and then Babe, and now it's going to need some 2-out magic for Spangler to drive in the first run for the Mustangs.
Yeah, big spot here. See if we can break this scoreless tie. Cameron's done a good job wiggling out of trouble, and now it's time for the Mustangs to put one on the board.
So Peterman up in the count, 0-1. Spangler flied out to right field his first time up. And that's a bender that stayed upstairs, so it's contagious. That cement mixer stayed up and away.
Yeah, and that's a dangerous pitch to leave up in the zone.
1-1 offering is lined into right field for a base hit. Twyman is going to be sent home, and the ball's not handled cleanly by Nally in right, so it'll end up being an RBI single and some 2-out magic. The senior Spangler gets it done. 1-0 Shenandoah, their first hit of the night.
Yeah, great job there by Spangler, taking that pitch, driving it into right field, and if the right fielder comes up with that cleanly, we might have a play at the plate, but maybe takes just a little bit of a bad hop, kind of scoots past him. But the Mustangs will take that, and the 1-0 lead now in the bottom of the third.
So Hunter Duke steps in. He grounded out to second base to Kingston his first time, or Knighton, sorry, his first time. And that's off the pitcher's glove, so it's going to be a tough luck for the Bulldogs anyways, but a good luck single for Duke's infield single.
Yeah, and sometimes you get those, a couple of guys have hit the ball right at people real hard, and that one's not hit extremely well, but just in a good spot right off the tip of the glove and gets himself a single.
So now Camden Lormer will step in, 2-on, 2-out. Lormer worked a walk, his first plate appearance, and that breaking ball stays up and a little outside, so 1-0.
And now
opportunity with no hits going into the inning and no hits until Spangler as that 1-0 misses, but a chance to put a crooked number up here.
Yeah, Mustang's got a great opportunity here to, put 2 on the board, if find a gap, maybe a 3 spot.
And Lormer swinging out of the shoes on that one. 2 balls and a strike. You're in an advantage count. Let it fly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want the people of Shenandoah, if you're home listening, just go look where the sun is setting. It seems like, I don't know, it's more northern area than where it usually is. More north than kind of west. So I'm just going to put it there. Again, my best Rusty Lord, my Jim Flowers over here, keeping everybody abreast of the weather.
That last 2-1 count or pitch was called a strike. So now it's a 2-2, and that 2-2 pitch misses down. So 3-2, full count. So bases, the runners will be moving on the bases with 2 down, and I swear it's a full count. Is it not a full count?
Yeah, it should be 3-2. The runners are moving here,
and that ball's chopped, and nobody could see it, and that's going to end up being a run. You could visibly see that Peyton Krebs there at shortstop, just both hands up in the air when the ball was hit. You just could not see it.
No,
it's going to go down as a single and an RBI, but a tough situation for the shortstop for the Bulldogs.
And that's, he's going to get a pair of sunglasses now from the second baseman, but neither guy really could see it real well off the bat, and that might be one of those moments you have to sneak yourself into the shade just a little bit to help you see the ball.
So now Ethan steps up with still 2 down and still 2 on as Peterman gets behind in the count here. 1-0. Ethan 0 for 1. Struck out looking his last time.
Yeah, now the Mustangs got a chance to put that crooked number on the board.
And a little chopper back to Peterman. Peterman steps and fires to first. Low throw. Good catch over there by Rogers to end the inning, but 2 runs on 3 hits for the Mustangs. We go to the top of the 4th. 2-0 Shenandoah.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
We are back here in Shenandoah. A little update on the softball diamond. It is now 3-1 Bedford with the lead in the top of the 4th. 2 outs and a runner on, 2 runners on rather. So Bedford was down 1-0. Now they are up 3-1. About halfway through that ball game, we are in the top of the 4th here. Shenandoah just took the lead on an RBI single by Jade Spangler, followed up by an RBI single by Camden Lormer. So, and Hunter Dukes gets on base too in between. They're sandwiched in there. So the seniors doing a good job there in that 2-3-4, getting a couple runs in, and Sun had played a part. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but regardless, 2-0, and you got to hit the ball.
Yeah, Shenandoah.
Good job.
Yeah, Shenandoah will take it. They have wiggled themselves out of trouble here in the first couple innings, and now find themselves ahead 2-0 in this game.
6, 7, 8 due up, so it's going to be Rogers, Peterman, and Krebs. And they went 1-2-3 back in the second inning. It was a strikeout and a pop out to shortstop and then a pop out to center field. So it was an easy half inning the last time Eli Cameron faced these 3 hitters. We'll see if the Bulldogs can retaliate a little bit here and get some runs. And it's 2-0. And that's the quickest way to let somebody back in the game, right? Just losing the command.
Yep, and Cameron's had some troubles here with the strike zone so far.
And that one skips in there, so 3-0, and really not one of them's been relatively close. So if I'm Bedford, I'm probably giving the old fist in the air
You're definitely
not swinging here.
The take sign here.
Just fist in the air, just for those at home, is kind of the universal coaches telling the batter not to swing sign. I think, isn't it? Isn't it? And that 3-0 nearly hit him. Didn't hit him. I feel like it's raining. I'm serious.
I don't know.
Like lightly, very, 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 very lightly, like a raindrop or two. As my leg, as the back of my leg got just like a little, like I think it's like a little.
It looks. I don't know if it's
weird. It's a
just.
Weird. It's a.
Yeah. So we're. I don't know. We're in the twilight zone here tonight. So.
Last night was gale force winds. Tonight, and the wind is starting to pick up here as we're talking.
And now it's blowing right out of the north again.
The wind.
It is absolutely flipped.
The wind completely shifted. Marvin spotted that first. Good job by Marvin. I know you want to take credit for that, but I felt another raindrop on my back leg. I'm not kidding. There's not a cloud in the sky to the north of us, but I think there's
it's like Independence Day. We have this giant cloud right above us here, so
you can't tell me you don't feel a little bit of rain there. As that bunt is to Cameron, good sacrifice as Peterman gives himself up to move Rogers into second base, but wild that you guys are not here to experience the blinding sun, the wind shift, and then small rain droplets coming at the backs of our legs.
I have not felt a single raindrop, but we go through a lot to bring these broadcasts to you guys at home, so.
That's what we do. We're men of the people. That's what we do. That's a 1-0 count. That ball's popped up to Twyman at third. See if he can navigate the wind, and he did. So out number 2. Again, not the best conditions. Better than last night, but you throw the sun in there too, and maybe it's not.
All of a sudden, fly balls are getting a lot more interesting, and that one, you could see Logan started in foul territory, and he was multiple steps kind of where he's playing now to catch that ball.
Well, we had a nice warm breeze to start this game for the first 3 innings, and now it's shifted out of the north, and it is a cool breeze as Knighton steps in. Knighton, 1-for-1 infield single his last time, and it's a 1-0 count to the second baseman for the Bulldogs. It's just fascinating.
I know, I got papers blowing around here in the booth. And
they weren't before because the wind was blocked before. Knighton's 1-0 swing is fouled straight back. I've received no comments from my phone, but I can hear it on the aluminum a little bit on the roof.
Yeah, I can
hear some droplets. It's not like it's pouring, but it's just like a raindrop or two. It's weird. It's like there's one cell and it's right over the field, and that 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. 1-2. This wind might be 15-20 miles an hour.
Oh, it's definitely kind of the same wind that was last night that maybe helped propel a couple balls out of the place. And so Tyler Babe will definitely say that was all weight room.
And that 2-2 offering dropped back to Cameron. Cameron throws to first, and that'll end the inning. So they do not get a run, the Bulldogs, but they did get a man to second. We go to the bottom half of the fourth, and it's still 2-0 Mustang.
This very moment, a board-certified general surgeon will be leading her team in the removal of her patient's gallbladder. In this newly remodeled surgical suite, she'll use the latest technology and small laparoscopic incisions for a quicker recovery time. In a couple of weeks, the patient will have a pain-free and normal life again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
Bottom of the fourth, we are just about ready to get underway. It is official now. It is officially raining sideways like it did last night from the north. Not very hard, not very much, but it is raining. And if Marvin just pulled up the radar, and there is a cell forming just northwest of Farragut, working its way, for those of you at home, working its way.
Not a big cell.
It's a small little cell that just kind of popped up. It's working its way kind of southeast for those of you at home. And Cole Scammon steps in, and it's 0-1. But Peterman had to deal with the crazy sun, and that's probably why the sun was the way it was, because all this was kind of forming around it.
Yeah.
What's an official game? It's now 2-0 to Scammon.
What's an official game? 4 innings? 5?
And that 2-0 pitch is popped up into foul territory. Nobody can make the play. So it'll be 2-1 to Scammon. I mean, it was just y'all need to come down here. Like, this is like Weather Central here.
I know, yeah, there's one giant cloud above us still. Just kind of floating on.
To the north, I mean, it is beautiful.
Yeah.
And to the south, it still doesn't look bad.
No.
But just right over it.
Oh, yeah. It's very interesting.
2-1 to Scammon is up and in. 3-1. Mustangs looking to get the leadoff hitter aboard for the third straight inning. They were able to cash in last time.
Yeah, and big spot here now.
3-1, Scammon, hard hit, ground ball. That's through for a base hit, clean single to lead off the bottom of the fourth for Cole Scammon.
Yeah, and a nice piece of hitting, squares that one up and drives it right into the outfield. Good job there by Scammon. We're going to get a mound visit here as Peterman's kind of struggled the last inning plus after the very good first 2 innings.
We'll see if there's going to be a pitching change. If there's not going to be a pitching change, we'll stay here. If there is a pitching change, we will take a break. And the softball game, the softball game is really flipped on its head. It's 5-1. Bedford has the lead now in the bottom of the fourth. The Phillies were able to get out of the fourth, the top of the fourth. They're in the bottom of the fourth over there. And Shenandoah needing to get the bats going over there on the softball field. As far as the baseball field goes, we are going to have a pitching change, it looks like. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
So we will step aside. We'll pay a few bills. We'll come back and get the changes here when we come back.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
For the Bulldogs, Marcus Knighton now into pitch.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Shenandoah Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Okay, so we are back, and it's going to be a second base shift, I believe, just straight. So Peterman will go from pitcher to second base, and then Marcus Knighton will come in from second base to pitch. And the wind we've talked about before, it's maybe starting to kind of die down a little bit. The sun is still blinding, but it's not nearly as bad as it was.
No, now it's perfectly kind of normal out here. The pitcher is kind of in the shadows, but
the wind,
it's definitely blowing straight out now.
The complete shift of wind happened last night before the game really kind of started. Tonight, it did it like in the third inning.
Yeah,
like
very interesting.
Just weirdly placed. First pitch to Knighton is going to be to the backstop, and Scammon goes from first to third. So he gets to second on a steal, and then he takes third on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and a good job there going first to third, and a nice job there by the Bedford third baseman just to kind of knock that one down, not letting that scoot in, or else he technically could have gone all the way home.
So Heron up in the count, 1-0. You got to imagine with nobody out and a runner at third, probably going to take the bunt sign off.
No, definitely a spot you want to hit. And a little bit foul, a little early on that one.
So it's a 1-1 count as Heron digs back into the box. Knighton trying to get the first out of the inning. And a curveball is in for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Heron. Oh, boy.
In a good spot here. You just got to get the ball in play, drive that run home, make it a 3-run game here.
And Heron
he did more than that.
Jet stream. That ball is deep to the wall, and it's off the base of the wall. And that'll be an RBI double for Gage Heron.
Great piece of hitting there by Heron. That thing floated a long time, but he hit that one hard, and a great job there. Just landing just short of the fence, but a nice job.
So now Twyman steps in. 3-0. Shenandoah, still nobody out in the inning. Twyman, who was hit by a pitch his first plate appearance, squares to bunt, gets the bunt down. That's a really good bunt. Knighton throws to first in time, so the sacrifice is successful. Really good bunt, but a really good play by Knighton to get the
Yeah, nice job coming off the mound there, making a good strong throw. And as we always say, best athletes on the field find themselves on the mound or in the circle. But a nice job there by Knighton, making a good strong throw, but a great job by Twyman getting the bunt down, squaring up, making the sacrifice. And now, again, you got a runner on third, 1 out. Great spot for Shenandoah to put another run on the board.
You might see another bunt here. You might. That's possible. Seth Zwickel to the plate, runner at third. Zwickel takes ball 1. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but I'm just saying it's possible. He did square to bunt a handful of times his first time
I don't mind it. A little push bunt, maybe a little safety squeeze.
A lot of pressure on the suicide squeeze, up by 3.
But I like the safety squeeze.
Safety I like, yes. That's in for strike number 1. So maybe now you've seen a strike. Maybe you flirt with the safety squeeze.
Yeah.
But then, you run the risk of just putting somebody down 1-2.
Yeah, that's true. I like the little bit of a gamble, though. Make the defense make a play.
1-1 misses upstairs, so 2-1 from Knighton to Zwickel. Zwickel, 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And now up in the count, well, I would say even in the count, 2-1. Offering down in the dirt, and good stop back there. So it makes it 3-1. Probably nothing silly going on now.
No, and Seth's done a really nice job here being patient, not helping out. And that's what you got to do, get yourself on base.
Three balls and 1 strike to the number 9 hitter for the Mustangs. 3-1 is fouled straight back, so full count offering. Good job by Knighton to get back in it and even things up.
Yep, and now it's important. You got to put the ball in play here if you're Zwickel. Can't have another strikeout, no movement on the base path.
So would you say that the 3-1 count was fouled back, so now it's 3-2? Would you say good job of evening things up? Would you say it that way? That 3-2 pitch is popped right up the chute, and that's going to be corralled by Rogers, the first baseman, coming over to make the play for out number 2. Well, would you say that?
I would not.
You'd say got the count full or something to that effect,
yeah.
But would you say, hey, good job of evening it up?
Not at 3-2, no. 3-2, I know where you're going to go.
No.
But in my brain, they're not
like
evened
you
up.
Just come out and say that, even though logic tells you 3 is more than 2.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. So 2 outs, Heron at third, Tyler Babe in the box. Babe flies one into right center field. That should be playable, and it is to end the inning. So the Mustangs get a run on a hit. We go to the top of the 5th. 3-1, Shenandoah.
Jim Hughes Real Estate has been a family-owned business since 1973, serving Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska. Our experienced sales staff is eager to work for you. We look forward to offering you the best in personal service to meet all of your real estate needs, including residential, commercial, land, new construction, and auction services. Visit our website at jimhughesrealestate.com. Our website is updated daily. That's jimhughesrealestate.com.
No. Top of the 5th we go. Eli Cameron had a little control issues in the first and a little bit in the second, has settled down, has had some quicker innings, still pitching a shutout, 3 hits, pitching to contact, using his defense, and we've mustered a few hits here and there, some extra base hits, some hard hit balls. We were Bedford a victim of circumstance in 1 inning, but we'll take it, right? If you're Shenandoah, it's 3-0.
We now have a nice rainbow in right center field, so
can we get a shot of the rainbow?
I don't know if you can see it.
Well, between pitches here. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can see it on the camera. All right.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yep. Okay.
The first pitch is
we're going one more time.
There. Oh, right there. Look at that. And would you look at that? Would you look at it? Just look at that. Sorry. Have you ever seen that thing? Sorry.
That one I have seen, yes.
The guy, the YouTube guy or whatever. Yes. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Would you look at it? Sorry.
Everybody at home gets to see the rainbow, too.
The 1-1 pitch misses downstairs to Ashton Nally. I apologize, everybody at home. Probably get a copyright something for that.
That's all right.
So I'm sorry. Nally chops one too short, and that's going to go down as an E6 first error of the night, but Bedford will take it.
Yeah, and that's one of those, you want your leadoff hitter, and sometimes it's not pretty to get on that way, but for Bedford, you'll take it.
So Bedford searching for their first run of the ball game. They got their leadoff man aboard. Graham Godse's up. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, looking to atone for his 0 for 2, trying to avoid the hat trick, and he takes upstairs for ball 1.
Yep, Cameron's got to just settle back in, do what he has been doing, fill up the zone, let the defense work behind you.
1-0, and that's swung on and missed well out in front. Might have been a little bit of a wrinkle on
that. And that was a good change of speeds on that one and got him out on that front foot.
So 1-1 count, top of the 5th, 3-0 Shenandoah with the lead. Nally is at first. Godsey takes upstairs, so it's 2-1. And softball game still 5-1 as they go now to the bottom of the 5th. So moving right along, just slightly ahead of us inning-wise.
Pretty good pace there tonight.
2-1 to Godsey, and that's upstairs. So 3-1, and that kind of same problem that he had early in the ball game, that top of the first, where he's missing high. That's a few consecutive now for Cameron.
Yeah, and Cameron, again, he's put himself into some troublesome spots. He's gotten out of it every time, but one of these times is probably going to come back to bite him and walks him there, and now they've got 2 on, nobody out. And we might see and here comes a visit right there by Coach Harold.
So Coach Harold is coming out, not Coach Roberts. I know Coach Harold's pitching coach, but this doesn't mean pitching change. But if we do see a pitching change, we'll take a break so folks can stretch their legs and
check out the rainbow.
Step outside and look at the rainbow. Oh, look at the rainbow. Well, that was kind of like a mix between Leprechaun and North Dakota.
That's all right.
I'm from Fargo, North Dakota, don't
People
you know?
in North Dakota also like rainbows.
They do, yes. There's that pot of gold.
And not everybody, so if you've seen the movie Fargo, not everybody from my neck of the woods talks that way. Every once in a while, I'm sure my accent slips in there.
But so how do you say, I'm going to point to this, but I'm going to explain to people what I'm pointing. I'm pointing at my backpack. How do you say?
Oh, that's a bag.
How do you, what is it?
That's a bag.
Bag?
Yeah.
Or is it big?
No, it's just a bag.
Because the people up north They would say beg.
No, nobody says that. No,
Oh, yes, they
you're
do.
getting false information.
My wife is from Carroll, and that's just north of.
Yeah, that's just minorly north.
That's minor league Minnesota.
Oh no!
And the first pitch to Walston is right between the 2 and the 1, so bases now full. This would be the raspberry jam that you were speaking of in the second inning, or third inning.
And unfortunately, Cameron has done this to himself multiple times. He's been able to get out of it, but like we said, if you keep doing this, if you're Bedford, you keep putting guys on base, the law of averages say one of these times you're going to cash in on these opportunities.
And nobody out right now, so there's a high fly ball into deep center field. Lormer makes the catch, going to go down as a sacrifice. Runners from second and third tagging. And the runner, and all 3 runners end up tagging. Good job by Walston to move up on the throw. So that is about as productive of a sacrifice fly as you can get. You move up everybody.
Yeah, no, you can't get more productive than that, where literally everybody moves up a base. And that's really good base running there by the runner on first. He sees all of the action going towards third. Nobody's really paying him any attention. He goes back, tags up, and takes that extra base, and now a single can score 2.
That's a really good plate appearance there by King. And now Isaac Dukes, who's 0 for 4 with 2 pop-ups to the right side of the infield. 0 for 2. He F4 the last time. I saw the 4. Marvin's not his fault this time. So now it's a 1-1 count to Dukes. That was all me. I will blame Marvin for me saying 3-1 at the end of the last inning, because he
talked it into existence here now.
He was talking to me. So it is 3-1 now. Dukes pops up again to the right side of the infield. That's going to stay foul, and it'll be just a long run for 3 Mustangs, as it's a strike.
Just getting their cardio in there for football season.
Well, I tell you, it's a beautiful, beautiful complex. The city does a really good job working on the field. The grass is great, which I did find out. I confirmed that it's Lawn World who treats the field. So kudos, big ups, shop local. Good job, Lawn World. Way to go. But 1-2 now to Dukes. But really big foul territory, just massive. Dukes wanted time, didn't get it, and the pitch was outside. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. To Dukes, or excuse me, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dukes.
So spot here, you got to bring a strike. Can't load the bases again.
So we got a 2-2 count. Dukes at the plate. Yep. Walston at second. Bender swinging
nice
and
pitch
a miss.
there. Great job. He finally got that kind of controlled a little bit, and a great pitch there by Cameron.
Best Bender of the night right there, as Dukes goes down swinging for out number 2. And that brings up Tim Rogers, who has struck out and walked in his 2 plate appearances. Rogers hits one to deep right field. That ball is back, and that ball is gone! 3-run home run for Tim Rogers as he circles the pillows and gives the Bulldogs their first lead of the night.
Yeah, and that's a well-hit ball. Not a lot of wind helping on that one. It is kind of blowing out there, but if you look at the flag, it's blowing straight down right now. So he absolutely barreled that ball up and drove it deep into right over Athan's head and out of the park.
So now Cal Peterman will step in. 2 down here in the top of the 5th in the half inning that will never end for Shenandoah so far, as they had a 3-0 lead coming into the frame and now down 4-3. But Peterman trying to keep things going for the Bulldogs. First pitch outside, 1-0.
Yeah, and it's been a tough inning here for Cameron, but those walks have finally caught up to him in a big way.
Peterman hits one into right center field. That's a gapper. That's going to be 2 as he turns on the Jets, and it's a stand-up 2-out double for Peterman. Bulldogs rolling at the plate.
Yeah, they're seeing everything well right now, and they are driving the ball, and we're going to get a pitching change here now for Shenandoah.
So we will check and see what moves are made, and we will come back in a minute or two. 4-3 Bedford taking the momentum, top of the fifth.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Through the second, now pitching Jake Spangler.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at unitedgroupins.com today.
We are back here in Shenandoah. The changes for Shenandoah. Eli Cameron's night is done. He is responsible for Cal Peterman at second base. He will go to play second base. Cole Scammon will move from second to shortstop. And the shortstop was Jade Spangler. He is now on the bump pitching for Shenandoah. So it was a 1-4, 4-6, 6-1 triple shift.
Yep. Yep.
Right?
And
Marvin? Okay, good. We're good.
And unfortunately, I said I've watched enough baseball in my life. I don't like being right in that situation, but when you continually put runners on multiple innings at a varsity level, at some point it's going to come back to get you, and it did for Cameron. He wiggled out of a lot of jams early, but just kind of the floodgates have opened here for Bedford, and it's absolutely flipped this game right on its head. It was 3-0 coming into the inning. Shenandoah kind of having a comfortable lead there, and quickly it's 4-3 Bedford now.
So just for comparison's sake, as Coach was talking about, the first 4 innings, Bedford was held off the scoreboard. They left 6 Bulldogs on base in those 4 innings. In contrast, Shenandoah's 4 innings, they have only left 4 on base in those 4 innings. So, and they've scored 3 times. So they weren't held off the scoreboard, right? Like it was 2 more batters or 2 more base runners, but none of them were scoring. Shenandoah was getting some. So to your point, I completely agree. Good call there. And now Peyton Krebs steps in as Spangler's first pitch misses for ball 1. Just imperative, however many pitches it is, 1 pitch or 100 pitches, to get the out to flip the inning.
Yeah. Yep. And Jay's got to step in now, and he's got to throw strikes here.
1-0 from Spangler is going to be thumbed to Heron, and nice PFP.
Oh, I love the PFP. Love the PFP right there.
So 1-3 or a 3-1 put out, and that will end the inning. But 4 big runs, 3 of them coming on the 3-run bomb from Tim Rogers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Mustangs now down by 1.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
I always was fascinated with working on vehicles ever since I was a little kid. I went to college for it, and it's just fun. To me, it's like an adult with a puzzle. When you can take the vehicles apart and you put them back together. The most rewarding thing about our business is just having customers be happy when they leave. It's everything. If you have people leave and they're unhappy, you have no business.
We're back here in Shenandoah, 4-3 now. Bedford on top. The happiest man in the ballpark has got to be Cal Peterman. You'd think it'd be Tim Rogers.
Yeah.
But Cal Peterman was on the hook for the loss until Tim Rogers hit the 3-run bomb, and now he's off the hook.
Yeah, no, and he's
and he pitched well, just lost a little bit of the command there in the 3rd, 4th inning.
Yeah, when the twilight zone came through, he just had a hard time. And, so that's, you're kind of excited for him. This is like, well, you pitched 2 really good innings. You had kind of 1 bad inning for Bedford. So he's off the hook, but now Shenandoah's got to battle back here, and they've got to show a little wherewithal, not letting that big inning kind of take them out of this game.
So now Marcus Knighton back in for his second inning, his first full inning, and he's down in the count to Jade Spengler, 2-0. That 2-0 misses upstairs, so now 3 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, and this 3-0 count. You see the fist held up there by Coach Roberts. Got to make him throw you one, and he does not. And that's an easy base runner, and that's exactly what you want for Shenandoah. You got a good base runner on and a very easy at bat, and you've got a great hitter up here with Dukes.
So we talked about it last night during the softball game when Shenandoah had the big inning to kind of take control of that game. If you're Bedford, you have that 4-run inning, take the lead. This is that shutdown inning that you have to have. If Shenandoah, as Spengler gets back on the snap throw over, if Shenandoah can get something going here, can flip that momentum, but if Bedford can get a 0, it could ride it out for a victory.
Yeah, and it's, anytime in high school sports, you're only playing 7 innings. That momentum can switch quickly, and you got to be able to flip it back your way to get wins.
So 1-0 the count to Duke, so 5 straight balls from Knighton. 4 to Spengler, who's on the move. Pop up in the infield. Spengler's got to get back. He is back, and he is safe at first. So great job to get back. And revisionist history would say, your runner's running. You want to let that runner get there.
Yep, you definitely do. You got to be a patient hitter. You're trying to get that runner into scoring position, and lucky that ball was hit as high as it was that allowed Spengler to get back.
So 1 out, Lormer to the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Lormer on the night is 1 for 1. He's reached base twice and has a steal. Drove in a run. Just kidding. No, he did. He drove in a run. Drove in a run his last time.
Yep, and now he's ahead in this count, so now you're looking for something. Drive it in there.
He's not ahead. He swung.
Oh. All right, now
He literally swung.
Okay.
He was looking right at us after he swung.
That's not good. Then I was looking something else. I was watching over here. I just saw that. Yeah. My bad.
He's behind in the count. I don't know. How many pitches has he seen?
I have no idea now. I'll just stand quietly over here and just move the camera. Put myself in talking jail.
Even in the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lormer with Spengler still at first. But now you're kind of worried to send him, right?
Yeah, you got to be cognizant of that now.
But you do send him, and there's a ground ball to third base. Throw to Rogers makes the play. And it works out as a fielder's choice. Weren't going to get the runner at second with Spengler on the move, but now runner at second and 2 down.
Yeah, and if you're going to put the hit and run on, that's what you want. You want the ball on the ground, not necessarily straight up the chute. And Camden was only, about 6 feet away from having a perfect spot to hit that as the shortstop was going to cover, but right at the third baseman, they get the out.
Athan steps up, 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. He's down on the count, or up in the count. Sorry. I don't want to mess that up.
So we're all discombobulated here tonight.
It's now even. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I'm going to throw all the big words in the vocab that I have tonight.
That's discombobulated. It's a great word. It's a great word. That's a word of the day toilet paper type of word.
Yep, I like that.
1-1 to count to Athan. He pops one into left field, shallow on the run. It will drop, and that will score the tying run, as it's going to look like a line drive in the box score, but it was nothing really more than a lawn dart, just a really good spot.
Yeah, it's well placed. Just kind of hit the old pitching wedge on that one, if you would. Kind of up right over the third baseman's head, and that's a long run coming in for the left fielder. He's unable to get there. And so a nice job there by Athan to drive the run in, and we got ourselves a ball game again, 4-4.
I'll tell you, the stat lines are almost identical. 4 runs apiece, 5 hits apiece, just 1 error for Shenandoah. And Scammon steps in. Scammon is 1 for 2 on the night. Singled, scored, and stole a base his last time up.
And this is what we thought we were going to get tonight, though. We were going to get a highly competitive baseball game, and that's exactly what has been delivered.
That 1-0 misses up and in, so 2-0 with Dalton Athan at first base. And looks like, nope, just kidding. Thought maybe both Athans were batting at the same, or on the field at the same time. Scammon drives one into deep left center field, and there to make the play is Walston to end the inning, but a run on a hit. So we go to the top of the 6th. We're right back where we started. 4-4, all tied.
This very moment, a board-certified surgeon specializing in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery is scrubbing up in a newly remodeled surgical center full of the latest technology to give a woman a chance to take back control over her body. It will take less than an hour. There will be minimal recovery time, and afterwards, she'll start to feel normal again. These are the things that happen here every day. The new surgical center at Shenandoah Medical Center. Your health is our mission.
4-4, top of the 6th. Something's got to give. Both teams have scored, obviously 4 runs. Both teams have 5 hits. Just 1 error total in the game. It's been a pretty well-played game. Good pitching, good defense at times, good pitching, most of the time good pitching, and timely hitting from both sides.
Yeah, and some really timely hits. And both pitchers have kind of gotten themselves in trouble with the walks tonight. And so we'll see. It'd be very important here for Jade to start with strike 1.
So now pitcher to pitcher here. Spangler to Knighton, and Knighton swings and fouls one straight back. So 0-1. Spangler working just like Knighton. Both got out of a jam, kind of their first inning of relief. So this is his first full inning, just like Knighton in the last half.
And a good spot there by Jade, challenging with the fastball, and gets it past Knighton.
So 0-2 the count to Knighton in a 4-4 game in the top of the 6th. Top of the order due up for the Bulldogs after Knighton. 0-2, good breaker.
Good spot there. That was a good pitch by Jade. And you could see the flinch there by Knighton, but did a good job staying away from chasing that pitch and most likely striking out.
But now it's in the back of your mind, so now elevating a fastball is not a bad idea. Or coming back with that same pitch. Brings the cheese in a swing and a miss. Strike out and out number 1.
Yeah, a nice job there by Jade. But starting that at bat with strike 1 is so very important. And he did that there, and you want to do the same thing. Don't let that batter get any confidence. Go right at an attack.
So Nally steps in. Nally is 1 for 2. He's reached base all 3 times, singled, walked, and reached on an error. So productive night at the plate for Nally. He takes first pitch, chops it, 1 hopper, the Sunday hop to Heron, and another PFP. Out number 2, 3-1 put out for out number 2.
Yeah, and a good job by Heron, just waiting back, taking that, making a nice flip, and Spangler's done a really good job on both of those, taking a good angle to the base, and Heron's done a nice job just flipping it to him, and pretty darn easy outs, and great for Shenandoah. 2 stress-free outs, but I'm going to keep harping on that point. You got to throw strikes.
So it brings up Graham Godsey. First pitch is swung on and missed, elevating my favorite pitch. Everybody loves a curveball, right? My favorite pitch is the elevated fastball.
Yeah, and that was a good spot. You know, if he's going to swing at it, put it right there again.
0-1 to Godsey, and now that's a fastball dot in the eye for strike 2. This is the Spangler that we haven't seen this year. He's only pitched 1 inning so far in varsity actions. This is the Spangler that was here last year and year before. really commanding the zone.
Yeah, in a good spot there.
0-2, Bender, got him. So a dominant inning for Spangler, and that's exactly what Shenandoah needed. Bottom of the 6th we go. Shenandoah can take the lead. We'll be right back.
Together, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery are your top choice for all of your promotion needs. Whether you need screen printing or embroidery, trophies or signage, Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery is your locally owned in-house answer. We pride ourselves on giving your business the highest quality promotional items with the personal attention you've come to expect. We promise you the best quality for the best price. Wall of Fame and Creative Embroidery, your local answer. 1501 Zenith Drive, Sioux City.
Welcome to your exclusive presentation of Shenandoah Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions. Now we begin our live coverage and hope you enjoy the broadcast.
We're back. Bottom of the 6th we go. It is 7, 8, and 9. That's why 6 is pretty 7. And Knighton back in for his 3rd inning of work. And it's going to be Heron, Twyman, and Zwickel. And if anybody should get on, back to the top of the order, it is now 5-2 for those of you at home. Not listening to KMA for the girls' game watching us, it's 5-2 over there on the girls' game, top of the 7th. Just about to get underway. Shenandoah left 2 on, scoring position to end that last half inning, but did scratch across a run, and top of the order is going to be up for Shenandoah to try to make the comeback and get the win.
Yeah, and big spot here. You need the bottom part of the order, get somebody on, see if you can put a run on the board. And the way Spangler pitched last inning, that was a fantastic look there. And Jade's only in his 3rd inning of the year, so maybe he's knocked off a little bit of that rust, but that was the Jade Spangler that we were expecting kind of all year, but he hasn't thrown a lot yet this year.
Well, they have a lot of arms. They haven't needed to use them, and good choice, at least early, good choice of the reliever tonight.
Yes, yeah. And brings probably a little more velocity than Cameron has, and it's been a good change.
Yeah, and the control of the off-speed pitch, really, speed is speed, right? You're going to either catch up to it or you're not. But if you can control those secondary pitches, it just makes that fastball so much better. And none of our kids throw 100, right? None of them are throwing 90, probably not even touching. Maybe Gage touches 80, I don't know. But if you got a good breaking ball and a good changeup, you can play.
Yeah.
You can do some.
Yep. That fastball looks a lot faster then.
Heron swings and fouls back. Heads up, everybody. Everybody's okay. So it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Heron. And I don't know. Maybe they all throw 80. I just don't know. 1-1. Heron pops it up to shortstop.
Got a little bit in on the hands.
That'll be out number 1.
Yeah, not nearly as well hit as the last one that he had, that he hit it all the way out just to the fence, but got a little bit jammed on that one, a little bit off the handle, and not able to muscle that one into the outfield. And so kind of a tough luck out there for Heron. But now we need that bottom part of the order to really step it up here.
So Logan Twyman steps in here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Twyman hits a hot shot right at the shortstop. Tough throw, good stretch, but he was able to reapply the foot on the bag. Rogers saved an error by Krebs there, out number 2.
Yeah, and a nice job holding on to that base. And that was it. You never, as a coach, really want to see the pump once, the pump twice from your shortstop. And that's just that little bit of, that seed of doubt put in his head. But a good stretch there at first to get the out by Rogers.
So Cole Graham coming in to pinch hit here in the 6th inning. And I would assume probably not a re-enter because Graham is an outfielder, so he'll probably stay in the ball game to play left field, I would assume. But you never know. But Graham with 2 outs trying to be a fire starter here and flip the lineup over as he swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1.
Yeah, and that's
heads up.
Not always easy to come off the bench. You're in the bottom of the 6th. You've been sitting a while to come in and be thrust into this situation. It's a little bit easier in the higher levels. You have an area to go take some swings, but kind of tough here at the high school level. So we'll see what Cole can do.
0-1 to Graham, and he hits one into shallow center field, and Walston could not make the sliding catch. Graham wisely, after taking the wide turn, hangs on at first, so the call for the pinch hitter works. Base hit. You get somebody on, you flip the lineup over, and now Tyler Babe steps in 0 for 3 tonight. See if he can work some magic here.
Yeah, now you got really good speed there at first. Is this one of those moments you try to put something on here, try to take second base, and during this at bat, and there he goes right away.
Yes. Throw down, and if it was an accurate throw,
he's out.
He's out.
That tag comes you kind of tag him on the backside on that one, and the hands get there first, and one pitch in. Yeah, Cole was not waiting long. Coach Roberts had him moving, and now a single puts that potential winning run across.
So Babe now way up in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Graham now at second base. And just so everybody knows, bottom of the 7th, about to get underway on the softball field, still 5-2. Phillies need 3 to tie and 4 to win over there. And it's, I believe, 2-3-4 due up for Shenandoah. I believe. I'm not watching that game. Marvin said.
All right, yeah.
I don't know how we can watch both. 2-2 is driven but foul just in front. Straighten that out. That's your go-ahead RBI.
Yeah, that's you're probably switching spots on that one if you could find a gap. That was a good piece of hitting, but just a little bit early. But that's what you want out of your leadoff hitter. And, man, that would be a big opportunity here for Tyler Babe.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Graham at second, 2-1 offering to Babe. That's a breaking ball that goes all the way to the backstop. Graham makes it all the way to third, and it's 3-1 to the leadoff hitter with Jade Spangler, who has had a wonderful 3rd through 6th inning for Shenandoah tonight. It wasn't an amazing first 2 innings, but not that they were bad, but 3, 4, 5, and now 6 have been fantastic, and that's who's on deck for Shenandoah.
And this is a big spot here. Tyler Babe, you don't want to help him out. You're up 3-1.
And Babe pops one up into center field. Walston there. He's been good all night, and he's good again as Shenandoah strands the go-ahead run at 90 feet away. We go to the top of the 7th. 1 run can win it for both sides. We'll be back. Tie game, Shenandoah.
Jim Hughes Real Estate has been a family-owned business since 1973, serving Iowa, Missouri, and Nebraska. Our experienced sales staff is eager to work for you. We look forward to offering you the best in personal service to meet all of your real estate needs, including residential, commercial, land, new construction, and auction services. Visit our website at jimhughesrealestate.com. Our website is updated daily. That's jimhughesrealestate.com.
We're back here in Shenandoah, top of the 7th. Spangler out for his 3rd inning of relief. Knighton has given up 1 run in 2 1/3 innings, and Spangler has worked 1 1/3. And no runs, no hits, no errors for Spangler on that inning and a third so far.
Yeah, so a really good job in relief, and you're kind of expecting the same thing out of Jade. He's had good velocity. Keep throwing strikes just like he has.
So 3, 4, 5. If Bedford wants to get anything going, this is a good part of the lineup to do it as center fielder Silas Walston steps in. Walston, fielder's choice, his first time singled and then was hit by a pitch and scored on the 3-run homer his last time up. So he's been on base twice here tonight. He takes a healthy hack and is even in the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's a swing right there that you're trying to potentially win the game on, but Spangler is able to get it past him.
1-1 offering to Walston. Great bender.
Yeah, and that's
big fan.
Yeah, and you get a guy swinging like that. If you can throw that secondary pitch, that off-speed pitch, doesn't necessarily even have to be in the zone. And that one was low. But
I said earlier, there's a reason some 58-foot breaking balls are good.
Yes.
That was one of them.
That was perfect.
1-2 pitch. There's an elevated and probably not where he wanted it. Breaker.
And it looked
maybe like a little slide piece, something with a wrinkle.
Yeah, and it definitely
just
looked
left it up.
Yeah, and not necessarily good enough to even challenge. So got to bring something here now. 2-2.
2-2. Good pitcher, good hitter, good battle. 2-2 fastball right down the middle, and a good job by Walston to stay alive. But now in the back of your mind,
you got to think that curveball's there.
You got to think the curveball. So, what do I want to see?
What are you calling here for a pitch? If you're still calling pitches,
letter high fastball.
Okay.
Like at the shoulder blade, not at the eyeballs, at the shoulder.
Okay.
And a bender. What do I know? That's why I'm up here.
Good spot there, and a
perfect pitch. It doesn't matter what it is, and that was
yeah. And that's you hit your spot, you execute what was called. Good things happen.
That's a strikeout looking, and for Spangler, already his third strikeout in just 1 2/3 innings. So definitely has his good stuff here in relief tonight. And tardy on the 0-1 fastball is Brody King, who is 0-for-1 tonight. Walked around or popped up and then hit a sac fly as last time. The 0-1 is down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. So even when he misses, at least tonight, it just kind of feels like he's missing almost with intent.
Yeah, and the misses have been close, and that's what you want.
1-1, that misses upstairs a little too high on that one. So 2-1, and a real quick announcement here: 2 outs, still 5-2 in the softball game. 1 on for Shenandoah and 2 outs with Jenna Burdorf at the plate. So we'll keep you updated. Marvin's watching that game too. 2-1 offering. It's just a bit outside. So 3-1 to King with Isaac Dukes on deck for the Bulldogs.
Yep, and now Spangler's got to bring a strike here, got a challenge. You cannot put the winning run on base with a walk.
3-1 to King. That is upstairs, ball 4. So the first batter that he has kind of lost his command, threw first pitch strike and blew it right past him. And 4 straight balls, and King is on base. So it looks like we're going to get some wheels on base. We'll get the number here. But go ahead, Coach. You were going to say something here before I interrupted you?
Nope, you're good. I'm just looking to see who's coming out. Number 20 is coming out here to do some pinch running.
Pinch running for the Bulldogs, number 20, Braden Hensley.
That's Braden Hensley, 6 for 7 on the year in stolen bases, the junior. So it's a pinch situation, so you would more than likely think that King will re-enter here.
Yep. And look, in one of those situations, again, we'll see how long he's on base for, if he's looking to move quickly here in this at-bat.
So runners are now at first and third as the snap throw to first is not in time. Runners are at first and third, and the tying run is stepping to the plate for Shenandoah and Kylie Fouch with 2 down. So Marvin's keeping us abreast of that, so we'll keep you aware. But we'll focus on the baseball game here, and first pitch strike in there to Dukes, 0-1. And just like the last batter, King, first pitch, firm fastball. Let's see if he can exercise the demons here and get back in the zone here.
Yeah, and Jade's done a really good job here so far, and most of these batters getting ahead early and kind of dictating the pitches that he wants to throw.
And that one misses down and away. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Hensley is getting an aggressive secondary.
Yeah.
You're watching it too, I'm sure. Not getting too far, but it's aggressive.
Yeah,
so you may get a snap situation.
He's kind of taking those choppy steps just to try to get everybody on their toes a little bit. So we'll see on one of these if he ends up going. He's got the oven mitt on.
Snap throw back to first, and Hensley back in time.
And I like that there. You throw over and see if you catch him leaning. a little bit. You want to make a good throw, or even, you know, if you kind of lollipop one in, if you're going to come back with a snap one later. But he's got a good lead over there.
That ball was fouled off, so we are now 1-2. Duke's 0 for 3 tonight. He's popped up twice, and he struck out. And it's final now on the softball field. Bedford comes in, and I would say a little bit of an upset there. Takes down Shenandoah 5-2. See what happens here now, as this is the only game going on. And swing and a miss. That is out number 2.
Yeah, nice job there getting the strikeout. And so now we've got 2 outs, and so it's one of those situations where you've got to get one more, leave that base runner there.
And maybe the guy that if you didn't want somebody to come to the plate, if you're Shenandoah, this is the guy.
Yeah, and after, hitting kind of a moonshot there in the last inning.
So Rogers, fresh off of a 3-run homer, and he takes a really nice cut here at the first pitch fastball. But if you're Shenandoah, yeah, you hit a 3-run homer, but it was not off of Jade Spangler.
Nope. And so, yeah, Jade has done another good job getting ahead in the count, throwing that first pitch strike. We got 2 outs in the inning here. Shenandoah's got to get out of it.
And that ball misses up and in. So for Spangler in 2 full innings of work, as now he has worked officially 2 full innings, Coach. That's 6 outs, 5 Ks, and 1 ground out to first.
Yeah,
so he's been involved in all 6 outs.
Yeah, he's got, the 2 PFPs.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're right. So 5 Ks and 2 of those. Swing and a miss, strike 2. But I do have... Sorry, you are correct. Marvin corrected me. Good job, Marvin. So 4 Ks and 2. So he's still been involved in all 6 outs.
He's being a little bit selfish here, but, right here in this situation, you want him to be selfish. He's got 2 strikes. You got 2 outs. See if you can get out of this inning right here.
2-strike offering.
And a great job.
Big strikeout. So 1 run can win it for Shenandoah in the bottom half. We'll be back in 60 seconds for the Mustangs. It's going to be 2-3-4 due up. We'll be back in 60.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
United Group Insurance. People you know and people you trust. Because we are local in Southwest Iowa with offices in Red Oak, Atlantic, Griswold, and Shenandoah. Our team of agents will find the perfect policy for your needs from the wide variety of carriers that we work with. We offer policies for home, auto, life, farm, health, and commercial with vast experience in both hail and crop insurance. Learn more at UnitedGroupINS.com today.
We are back here in Shenandoah, 4-4, 2-3-4 due up for the Mustangs. It is senior for the Mustangs. And
Sounds like
this is the part of that order.
Oh, sounds like a winning moments right here. I like it. Let's walk this baby off right now. 1 swing is all it takes.
So Spangler steps in. He's 1 for 2, lays down a bunt, just foul. I like the idea with all that speed and the right direction, but just a little foul.
Yeah, no, and that's, kind of got everybody, the third baseman kind of just staying back, and you kind of just lay that thing down. I like it. But couldn't get it in fair territory, so we'll see what we can do here.
0-1, and that misses low, so 1-1. And he has scored. Jade has scored twice. He's driven in a run. He's walked and singled. Definitely been a big part of the action here tonight. 1-1 is outside. So 2-1 looked like a little bit of a bender that just didn't turn over. So Spangler up in the count now, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and now you got to lock in, drive something out there, get yourself on base.
2-1, big swing, big miss. So we're now even, as you would say. Marvin agrees with me, though, is that even since there's one more ball required than strike, is actually not even. So he agrees with me.
So you're just saying the count is tied right now, not even.
It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's just
2-2. I don't know. 2-2, and that misses way upstairs. So we are now even in the count because one more ball or one more strike terminates the plate appearance.
Oh, all of the old pastime of baseball just rolling in its grave right now listening to that.
Full count offering, and there's your leadoff base runner. Spangler with good wheels. Dukes. Last time this happened, this is as we get a timeout or a coach's visit to the mound, and we'll talk about this for a second here. We won't go anywhere. So the last time this exact scenario happened, walk, okay, leadoff walk.
Paint me that picture.
I'm painting you the picture. Leadoff walk, and second pitch we steal. We steal with Jade Spangler, and the ball's popped up into the jet stream by Hunter Dukes, nearly got doubled off.
Yeah.
Right, that was this exact scenario. So now are we having a conversation with the batter and the runner? Hey, if I'm going to send you, you got to hold up because we don't want to run into a double play.
Yeah, no, I think you definitely have to have that conversation.
Right?
It's always good to remind, you're in high school.
Yep.
As high schoolers, we do know everything at that point, but then we look back and go, oh, man, So it's always good to remind, but, yeah, it's one of those situations. You got one of your best hitters up there. You don't want to take the bat and put him in a tough spot, but maybe you let that first pitch go, see if you can swipe second, and then put him in. All you need is a single then to win the game.
So we're going to have a pitching change here. King will be moving in from third to pitch, and then Knighton will go from the pitcher to third base. So it's just a 5-1 swap, just the old Kentucky swap.
I thought it was Yankee swap.
I don't know. I say that, and that means nothing. It probably means something, but I don't know what it means.
Well, now, isn't the Yankee swap, it's like Christmas time, you take whatever gift that you want? Isn't that, I do believe that's correct.
You celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, I do. I put that on the air, too, yeah. Hopefully,
that's okay. You can celebrate whatever you want.
Yeah,
I still like you, whatever you celebrate.
Everybody else, you can celebrate Hanukkah, Ramadan.
Rosh
Hashanah, whatever.
Boxing Day. That's Canadian.
It is. Now, did you know Boxing Day has nothing to do with actual boxing?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Absolutely true.
But it is actually to do with putting your gifts back in boxes and returning them to the store.
Correct.
So there's your actual Boxing Day.
Correct.
All right, we're back to the game here. We wasted our minute of time. So
that was good. I didn't want to take more breaks.
Yeah.
Because we'd gone through everybody. But, again, painting that picture that I already painted. Dukes in the box. Spangler at first. Back. And he is back. Plenty of room, but you don't want to make too much out of it. Don't want to create a mountain out of a molehill type of deal, but be aggressive, but be careful, at first.
Yep, definitely. And that was, a good look there by Bedford. They probably have the same idea. He might be going on that first pitch. So.
And Dukes swing and a miss at a ball he probably wishes he didn't offer at there.
Yeah, kind of a wild swing there, and you got to lock in a little bit. This is a very important time here in the game. Got to have a good, solid at-bat.
Spangler on the move, and again, quite literally the exact same scenario. Second pitch, we send Spangler, gets a great jump. Now we got to do it all over again. This time it wasn't a pop out; it was a foul ball. So everybody's still alive in this situation.
Yeah, now we've got, you're down on the count here. You got to protect with 2. And so big time at bat here now for Dukes.
Spangler gets his lead. King gets the sign. Dukes awaits the 0-2, and he drives one into right center field, and that's over the head of the right fielder. Spangler on his way around third. He's going to come in to score. The throw will not be in time, and Hunter Dukes walks off. The Bedford Bulldogs with an RBI, what ends up being double, and we'll take it.
Yeah, nice job there. Great piece of hitting there. Hunter kind of atones for that one earlier, and a great swing and a fantastic win there for your Mustangs as they get the victory 5-4.
So we're not going to step aside. We're going to stay right here. We didn't do a recap last night because it was raining sideways. And just as an FYI, I opened my computer up about 4 o'clock today to do everything. It was still wet.
Really?
The screen was still wet.
So somebody didn't go home and air everything out?
No, I left everything in my truck.
All right.
But anyways, so for Shenandoah, just kind of looking at the box scores, what we already know, the winning pitcher was Jade Spangler. Spangler pitched great in relief, and then he gets on base 3 times, scores 3 times, really good on the bases, drove in a run. Hunter Dukes has a couple of hits, has the walk-off. Those are the easy ones, right? But I thought Cole Scammon had a good night. Gage Heron had a big double, drove in a run. We had contributions kind of up and down the lineup, offensively and then defensively. Pretty good job in the field.
Yeah, and I think if you're picking somebody that kind of was the start of the night, you talked about Jade Spangler, those last kind of 4 innings. Good at the plate, but what was really big for Shenandoah was he was great on the mound. Didn't allow another run to come in and kind of shut down the Bedford offense. And we talked about momentum is a big thing in high school sports, and he kind of took that momentum right back from Bedford. They tied it up at 4-4, and then with the winning hit there, Hunter Dukes, maybe your co-player of the game to walk it off there. But a nice battle win for the Mustangs. Kind of back and forth all night, but they will definitely take that win tonight.
So something I talked about early in the ball game, which probably has maybe a little bit to do with the positive results that we had tonight. Not because I said it, but just stats. Numbers never lie type of deal. So Shenandoah, through like 72 innings-ish of offense coming into tonight, had 78 strikeouts. Tonight, they batted 7 innings. They just had 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, and that's
a
good.
lot more walks, putting the bat on the ball, seeing pitches, trying to play some small ball. And then there wasn't as many swings and misses. And as a result, you give yourself more opportunities. You get that run at the end, you get the win.
Yeah, and it's one of those age-old, sayings. If you put the ball in play, good things will happen. You can't advance too far around the bases if you don't put the ball in play ever. If you're striking out every time, you're not getting on base. And so they did a good job. They took advantage of the breaks that they were given and come away with a 5-4 win.
And honestly, Bedford played a whale of a game defensively. They did not have an error. They did not commit an error all game. They had a little bit of a difficult time with the sun in the first inning that Shenandoah scored.
The twilight zone of the 3rd inning. Yeah. People will make fun of us for talking about the weather for 4 innings, but
it was wild.
I said when you have sun that bright where the pitcher is having a hard time seeing the ball being thrown back to him by the catcher, it's one of those. And I mean, the ground ball that goes in between in the 5.5 hole. I don't think either kid saw the ball.
Shortstop had both of his hands.
Yeah, it's instantly hit. And it's never good when you're standing there. I have no idea. And so, but Shenandoah will take the win. Great game here by both teams. We thought it was going to be close, and it lived up to the billing tonight.
Yeah, it was a really, really good job by Marvin, who organizes our games at the beginning of the year. Tells us what games we're going to call, and this one, he picked this one, and this was a good one. So thank you to Marvin. Thanks to Coach Soderberg. I'm TJ Young. We're going to sign off, and we will not be together again until the 12th. But I will be here with Marvin on the 11th to call the softball game. It'll be softball versus Red Oak on the 11th. Coach apparently needs to go on vacation, so we'll see y'all then. Until then, have a good night, everybody.